ancient China, the Jade Emperor organized a great race across a great river. And the first 12 animals to reach the other side of the river would win their place on the lunar calendar. The first animal to arrive at the river was the little mouse. However, the mouse could not swim its way across the river, and so it needed to ask for help from the other animals. The mouse asked the mighty tiger if he would help it across the river. However, being very ambitious, the tiger said no. The rat then asked the elegant horse if it would help it across the river. The horse, being very suspicious, said no. But when the rat asked the gentle-hearted ox if it would help it across the river, the ox said, "Of course, my friend, I will help you across the river." And so the ox and the rat made their way across, but when they reached the other side, the rat jumped off and won first place of the lunar calendar. And the ox slowly made its way toward the second place. The animal who won the third place of the lunar calendar was the mighty tiger, who was an excellent and skilled swimmer. The animal to win fourth place could not swim. It had to hop from stone to stone to get across to the other side. That's right, my friends. The animal that won fourth place was the tiny rabbit. The animal that won the fifth place was the wise dragon, who could have won an earlier place but was helping other animals across the river so that they would not struggle on their journey. The animal that won the sixth place would have been the horse. However, the horse was startled when it saw the snake slither its way into the sixth place. And the horse won the seventh place of the lunar calendar. Sitting on the great river was a great log. And on this log were three animals. There was the monkey, there was the goat, and there was the rooster. side, the rooster and the monkey agreed that it was the goat that was the most helpful of the three. And so the goat received the 8th place of the lunar calendar. The rooster, being very humble, gave the monkey the 9th place of the lunar calendar. And the rooster took its 10th place on the race. The 11th place went to man's best friend. Yes, it went to the adorable little dog who could have won an earlier place had it not been busy playing around in the waters of the great river. And finally, the 12th place of the lunar calendar went to the boisterous pig, who also could have won an earlier place had it not been filling its belly with a nice juicy meal. And after it took a nice deep nap, the pig woke up and slowly and patiently and with a carefree nature made its way toward the 12th place. Now, some of you may be wondering, how come the cat has no place on the lunar calendar? Well, my friends, this is because the rat tricked the cat into missing the race. And so, for this reason, to this day, the cat and the rat are deep and hateful enemies. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of that story. The happiest new year, and may happiness and good fortune make their way towards you on this year of the tiger.